I never thought a night meant for celebration would end in humiliation. The party was loud, filled with music, laughter, and glasses clinking. I was standing near the bar holding 2 drinks, one for me, one for her, when I saw it. My wife, Mia, leaning into another man, smiling like he was the only one in the room who mattered. His hand was around her waist, and she didn't push him away. Our eyes met for a second, but instead of guilt, she looked annoyed, like I was interrupting something that belonged to her. I walked toward them, not to make a scene, not to yell, just to ask what was happening. But before I could say a word, he stepped forward. Her lover, the guy she swore was just a friend. He looked at her, then back at me, smirked, and asked her, "You want me to handle this?" She didn't say no. She didn't step between us. She just crossed her arms and watched. The next second, a fist collided with my jaw, sending me crashing into a table. Gasps filled the room. People pulled out their phones and she, my wife, laughed. Laughed with him. As I lay there holding my face, she walked past me. Not a single word. She took his hand and left the party with him, still laughing like I was just a bad punchline to her perfect night. No apology, no hesitation, only the sound of her heels fading away. I didn't follow her. I didn't scream or cause a scene. I got up, brushed the dust off my clothes, and walked out the back door, quietly like I never existed in her world at all. That night, I didn't sleep. I sat in my car outside our home for a long time, staring at the porch light still on, the one I used to wait for her under when she worked late. But this time, I didn't wait. I turned off the light, packed a bag, and drove to my brother's place. I didn't leave a note. I didn't call. I wanted to see how long it would take before she noticed my absence. Before she realized her new adventure didn't come with the safety net she thought I'd always be. My phone was silent all night. Not a text, not a call. Typical. I fell asleep on the couch as the sun rose, and that's when it started. Buzz, missed call, Mia. Then another and another. By the time I fully woke up, my phone showed 89 missed calls and 17 unread messages, all from her. Suddenly, the woman who left laughing was begging to talk. The voice messages were shaky, broken breathing, soft sobs, and her whispering, "Please just pick up. I'm sorry. Please." Curiosity made me listen to the last voice note. Her tone wasn't prideful anymore. It was fear. She said, "He left me. He just dropped me off and blocked me. I made a mistake. Please come home. Please." I didn't reply. I didn't react. For the first time, I realized silence wasn't weakness. It was power. She wasn't crying because she loved me. She was crying because the person she threw everything away for had thrown her away just as easily. Hours later, she showed up at my brother's house. Eyes swollen, makeup ruined, hair messy. She didn't look like the confident woman from last night. She looked lost. "Can we talk?" she whispered. I let her in. Not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to hear the truth from her own mouth. She sat on the edge of the couch, shaking, avoiding my eyes. "I messed up," she said. "I thought he cared. I thought you'd always be there. I don't know why I did it." I finally looked at her and said calmly, "You didn't just hurt me. You destroyed us." She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. "Please, I love you," she cried. I almost laughed, not out of cruelty, but because of the irony. Love isn't laughing when your husband is punched to the ground. Love isn't walking away with someone else. Love isn't public humiliation. Love is loyalty. And she abandoned that long before last night. She broke down harder, saying, "Just give me one more chance. I'll fix it. I'll do anything." I stood up. My voice was steady. "Last night, you chose him. This morning, I'm choosing me." She froze. Tears fell, but I felt nothing. No hate, no anger, just peace. A calm, quiet peace that comes when you finally stop trying to hold together something that was already shattered. I walked to the door and opened it. "Go home," I said. "We'll handle the divorce papers tomorrow." She looked at me like her world was collapsing. "Please, please don't do this," she whispered. But the difference was this time I didn't stay. I didn't beg. I didn't cry. She walked out slowly like someone leaving a funeral. Later that night, I sat alone, but not lonely. The silence didn't hurt anymore. It felt like a new beginning. I realized something important. Sometimes life doesn't give you justice in the moment, but it does eventually. And it's quieter, colder, and more permanent than any punch or insult could ever.